Hi Daisy. Just thought I'd make a response to your video about Israel Falou. I find it a very interesting topic, and it certainly pushes the envelope as to what role employees have and what rights they have outside of the workplace. I guess it's a very complex matter, obviously, but I'm looking at the Anti-Discrimination Acts and I'm looking at the constitutional law of Australia. And although I can't see anything that specifically is going to go in favour with Israel Falou, I think if you look at what the antithesis is to him having a negative outcome in either the New South Wales courts or the High Court of Australia, it's going to leave people very much unprotected from their employer if he doesn't get a ruling in his favour. I mean, it's pretty obvious already that he's been sacked for practicing his religious belief. Now there's anti-discrimination, and that, as you cited in your video, part of proselytizing is a part of his religious belief, and there's no way to avoid that. That is what his belief is, and he has been sacked for that. So I hear a lot of people talking about the contract law that's involved in it, but I don't think I think it will depend at what level of law he approaches it. Certainly at the New South Wales level, he might not be protected, or he might be under that Anti-Discrimination Act. I mean, that needs to be tested. But at a federal level, surely the division of state, the sectarian state, or division of the church and state at a higher level ensures that he has a right to practice his religion. His religion involves proselytizing, and he's been sacked for it. So, I mean, what does it mean if he is found to be at fault? What does that mean for Australians? Because that leaves us all at the complete mercy of our employees. And what I was thinking about earlier is that at the moment everybody's assuming that these employees are benevolent. I mean, they're all hardcore swinging left socialists that are enacting this. But in 100 years from now, what happened if the whole political spectrum swings and we don't have benevolent employers? Like, what happens if Joseph Stalin gets in power and we all have to toe the line as to what old Joe says? Because this is essentially what they're doing here. It's really interesting, and I hope that you do more on coverage on this. Obviously, it's very complex because it's all based around law at different levels, but it certainly has big ramifications for all of Australians as to what happens here. Me, myself, I'm not a practicing Christian. I'm not interested in any of the theology or the mysticism that's involved in the religious aspect of it. I'm primarily interested in an individual's rights outside the workforce, because this is encroaching more and more and more, and people are experiencing it more and more and more, especially those people in government jobs. You won't get an opinion out of them in the workplace anymore. You won't even see males interacting with females in government positions anymore. And I know a lot of males that are dropping out of university simply because they're trying to avoid any field with females in it. But that's a completely different issue anyway. Sorry about that, off topic. Yeah, good coverage. Thanks again. And thanks to the Conservative right and the Christian lobby that come up for the money for the defence of Israel Falou. It's a solid effort. And it's something that all Australians will benefit from. I would be very interested to see it tested in court. Thank you.